Hello, everybody, dear friends. It hasn't been very long since our last AGM, which was in November of last year. So here's hoping that our reports to you can be very brief this year. I'm going to do my very best to do my part for that. At least one thing for youth ministry and environment, there's not really much to report since November, since we've been mostly in lockdown. And the only live activity we've been able to resume is worship. So there will be no report from Bert this year, but on his behalf, I just want to say we will resume our monthly Sunday school as soon as we can, and also try to have some other activities later this year concerning environmental care. But we are not allowed or able to do that just yet, but we will keep you posted. And in the rest of my report, I will briefly speak to you about the activities that we are able to do. We'll talk about the new chapter in the life of our parish and about the church officers. So as I mentioned, and as you know, we've been able to resume live worship since the beginning of March. So we are gathering every week 10:30 for Holy Communion under the existing measures of the government and the Anglican Central Committee. Sadly, many of you have not found your way back to us yet. I just want to repeat that we miss you and we look forward to seeing you among us again. So, to those of you who are not coming back to church because you are maybe scared to get infected or you might feel unsafe, let me assure you that it's perfectly safe to come back to church. We are keeping a safe distance from each other. We are ventilating the rooms. We are cleaning everything. We're being very hygienic. So we hope that you will soon feel safe enough to return. We're not currently allowed to have fellowship after the service, which is very unfortunate. Everybody really misses the moment that we have together after the service. But at least what we can do is gather to pray, to worship together, and to celebrate the word and the sacrament. So I again want everybody to invite you to come. Also, as you know, we have our weekly Bible study. It's online. If you want to join, do not hesitate to be in touch with me. Secondly, in my last report last year, I took a moment to look into the future. This time, I can happily announce that we have started a new chapter in the life of the church. So we're very happy to welcome our new chaplain Guy in our midst. He has been ministering among us since March. Now for his first weeks here in Liège, he has been distracted by practical issues such as paperwork and getting his housing sorted. And I'm glad for him that these things are finally starting to settle down. I just want to say that the council is very happy to work with Guy and to have him help us in the life of the church and to already enjoy his ministry during our Sunday worship. Now, in his own report, Guy will tell you a little bit more about himself, and I'm sure that all of you will get the chance to get to know him personally over the coming months. As for myself, I think most of you know that I finished my reader training and I am waiting to be licensed. Now, when Guy was appointed, Bishop Robert asked me to stay on staff part-time to help Guy with his new job, which I've gladly accepted. This is a temporary position for the next year. My title has changed from pastoral support worker to parish reader, and for now, parish reader designate until I am licensed. I don't know if all of that means very much. I'm just the same Ruth, and I will largely be doing the same things for our parish. So I'm very happy to serve among you for at least another year. And finally, I present to you the church officers as the council proposes them for the coming year. There's one big change, which is that Solomon has announced that he is preparing to leave Belgium. and he wants to resign as warden. Now the council has decided to, for now, continue with just one warden, so not to replace Solomon, and Ratna is proposing to stay on as warden, which we are very happy about. Secondly, Bert and I are no longer able to continue the role as safeguarding officers. Now, I do want to stress the importance of this role, and as in fact, more generally, the importance of safeguarding in the church for everyone who is involved in what we do. Because as a church, we need to be a place where everyone, regardless of your age, your ability, your gender, or your race, everyone feels safe and also is safe. And the whole council is committed to this. And as for the specific task of the safeguarding officer, Ratna has generously offered to take on that role for this year. Finally, we decided that Bert would have a backup. Bert would serve as a backup synod representative in case Solomon would leave. Now, since Solomon is resigning, we propose we put Bert's name down as the official synod representative. So as last year, the same is true this year. If you have any objections against this proposal, please do not hesitate to let us know. And if you want to be candidate yourself or propose someone else for one of the tasks, please let us know. And if you want to be more involved in what we do, also do not hesitate to be in touch. You have our contact information. And then I just want to say I hope to see all of you next Sunday, either in the service or at our AGM. See you then.